Welcome to Money Talk Chat. I'm your host, Teresa McGarry, and we're going to talk about making mealtime fun. Planning and preparing multiple meals for everybody every day can be exhausting. And when you add in trying to make them healthy, well-balanced, tasty, and something that your kids will eat, well, that can just get overwhelming. We've put together 3 suggestions on how to help make mealtime fun. The key to all 3 of these is getting everyone involved as often as possible. The first one we're calling mix and match. Step 1, take an inventory of everything in the house. Your kids can help out with this too. Write down everything that's in your pantry, your refrigerator, your freezer. Don't forget those basic ingredients such as flour, sugar, milk, eggs, all of those kinds of things. Also, don't forget the leftovers. We don't want to have them go bad. Step 2, another great step for getting the kids involved. Get some paper, white paper, colored paper, all the same color, mix it up. Doesn't matter, however you want to do it. But get some paper and then either cut or tear the paper into smaller pieces. Just make sure that the pieces are big enough for you to write on. Step 3, depending on your kids' handwriting, you may be able to get them involved in this as well. But on each piece of paper, write one item from that inventory list that you did in step number 1. Step 4, now that you know all the items that you have, there are some suggestions on the slide that's on the screen on how to group them together. There's no right or wrong, whatever you want to do, these are just some suggestions. So they're breakfast, lunch, dinner items, meat, veggie, desserts, they're ingredients prepackaged, they're frozen, or just dump it all in one container, or separate by color. This is green food, red food, yellow food, white food. Ask the kids. They may have some very interesting suggestions too, but have them help you put them in the appropriate container based on however it is that you decide to group them. And that's step number 5, is putting them in the container. I got ahead of myself there. Step 6, as you are preparing for each meal, have everybody take a turn pulling a piece of paper out of the container, whatever containers you choose to use for that meal, based on how you decided to break them up. And then whatever is drawn from the containers, that's what you're going to have. Now, one key is make sure that after you go to the grocery store, that you be sure to add all the items that you purchase to the appropriate baskets so that you keep your inventory accurate. Mealtime suggestion number 2, potluck. So just let everybody loose in the house and have them come back with something, and whatever they come back with is what you're going to fix. So maybe you send somebody to the freezer, maybe somebody goes to the pantry, maybe somebody goes to the fridge, or maybe you just say, hey, go pick something. Or maybe you say, we're going to have baked potato bar. Everybody go get something for baked potato bar. Or something for making homemade pizza, or whatever. You could have it as a theme, or just have them go crazy and pick something. Again, be prepared. You may have some interesting combinations. Mealtime fun number 3 suggestion, cook from scratch. And invent your own recipes. Have fun with it. If you like to follow a recipe, that's great. If you want to make up your own recipe, if you want to take an existing recipe and you want to tweak it, if you just want to totally experiment, have fun with it. Just make sure that you include the kids. And also, this is an awesome teaching opportunity for them, a great way for them to learn without realizing that they're learning. So you can teach them about seasonings. What kinds of seasonings go together? Which ones you do not want to put together? Let's say maybe you're fixing something with chicken. What kinds of seasonings go good on chicken? What kind of seasonings don't necessarily go good on chicken? What do I want if I want kind of a sweet flavor or a spicy flavor or a barbecue-ish flavor? what kinds of things, and you can talk to them about them and teach them. And sometimes maybe you just need to experiment and say, hey, let's put this on there. Let's just see what it tastes like. And just know that it's okay to eat it and go, we're not doing that again. Or you might eat it and go, hey, that was pretty cool. Let's try that again. That was fun. That actually ended up pretty good. I didn't think it would, but it did. You never know. We've had some pretty interesting stuff at our house. We've actually come up with some great things that have become household favorites just because we experimented. You can also teach your kids about measuring and fractions, a teaspoon versus a tablespoon and a half a cup or a third of a cup and all those kinds of things. And you can help them figure out some of those fractions and measurings, and they can see some of that stuff that they've been learning in math class, real life application to it. It makes it more applicable. It makes it more meaningful. And then once they see that there's a reason to learn it, that they will actually use it in their life, it makes them more easy. It makes them more likely to actually try and learn it, because now they have a reason to learn it. They have a reason to care about what it is that they're learning, and it's not just some arbitrary math thing that they have to do. The third bullet I have on here for teaching them how to cook is you're teaching them how to follow a recipe. You're teaching them how to follow instructions. Why do we do step 1 before step 2, before step 3? And help them understand that, because being able to follow instructions and being able to do things in order is a skill that I have seen some folks are actually lacking. It's a great thing for the kids to learn how to do. Now, there's also those base ingredients that you had. There are websites, and myfridgefood.com is one that I found just doing a real quick Google search, where you can select they have a whole bunch of boxes of all the different kinds of basic types of ingredients that you can check off what you have, and it will come up with some suggested recipes that use the ingredients that you already have, and it can help you come up with some different things than fixing the same old over and over again. So that's just a suggestion if you are looking for some inspiration. And again, get the kids involved, get everyone in the house involved, and be prepared to have some interesting meals such as, well, I don't know, pancakes and salad. You never know what you're going to have. Anyway, contact us with questions, concerns, and support needs that you may have. If we can help, we will. If it's beyond our ability to help, we will try and connect you with a resource of someone who can. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and check back. We look forward to seeing you again. Check back for next time.